In recent times, I played GTA 4 almost as often as Brucey Kibitz takes Bullshark testosterone, mainly because some time ago, my drive was so kind as to, well, go screw itself. As a result, my entire recordings archive got smoked. And you know what? I'm glad it happened, because thanks to that, I returned to GTA 4, and I thereby came up with a video idea. Costly sacrifice, but still. While playing through the game, I noticed that there are a few solid arguments which shout loud that it's high time to finally check out or replay this title in 2025 or 2026, because this year is nearing its end already. If you say that you've played GTA 4 already and you don't care about this video and you won't play GTA 4 anymore, that's cool. But be aware that you'll miss out on a lot. It's a weak argument that you've played through the game once, especially if you're a decent player and you didn't fail much. See, the developers added a lot of alternative dialogue in GTA 4, which triggers if you fail or replay a given mission. So I'm just saying that you may have missed out on quite a fair bit of information. Take the mission Blow Your Cover, where only in the alternative dialogue can we find out about the nature of the partnership between Playboy X and Elizabeta Torres.
Think I'm short of paper? I'm just helping out on this deal because Liz is my business partner. She my Sobo connection. Hooks me up when I need her to. That's why I look after her when she need me to.
Another example, while playing Johnny in the mission Collector's Item, if Nico dies at the museum, Ray calls Johnny and it'll be revealed that Ray didn't actually like Nico at all.
Yeah, that Nico guy, he's, in a better place.
Nikki? Fuck, Nikki, I didn't like the guy, but hell, they don't normally come that cheap.
A little thing, I know. But knowing this, we'll assess Ray a little bit more carefully while playing missions for him again. Additionally, we know that Pegorino stopped trusting Ray towards the end of the story and asked Nico to shoot his balls off. Knowing that Ray disliked Nico, we're bound to have a bigger smile on our faces after completing that mission. Furthermore, in the mission It's Your Call, we can give Rom one in the eye for being addicted to gambling and leave him in the den. Then he'll call us complaining that the loan sharks took his money.
Shit, why you not want me that these guys are coming in the store? Now they take all my money from me.
If they had not taken it, other players would have. It's all the same, Roman.
Hey, fuck you, Nico.
During the same mission, we can also wreck Roman's car, and a cutscene will play portraying Nico and Roman getting off a bus.
Now I'm going to be in even more debt. Let's see what I can do about getting money for cab. You think anyone will let me take out insurance policy?
Then we've got the Do You Have Protection mission. In it, Dimitri tells Nico in the alternative dialogue that Faustin wanted to kill Roman and Nico after they killed Vlad, but Dimitri convinced him not to do that.
You got to remember, you killed Vlad. That angered Mikhail no matter what he said. It was very difficult for me to persuade him that a man like you could be more useful to us alive than dead.
You trying to tell me I owe you my life?
That's interesting, because when Nico conducts an assault on Faustin, Faustin says that it was precisely the other way around, and that it was Dimitri who wanted to get rid of them.
I showed mercy to you and to your cousin when Dimitri wanted you dead. People, help me!
A similar case is with the decisions we make while playing. It's worth taking the opposite approach to that of the first walkthrough in the second one. It's just interesting to see what happens if we stay on Playboy's side and kill Dwayne, and in reverse. Once, we kill Ivan for Vlad and save him another time to find out if it was worth saving him. Whether he did what Nico told him to while he was begging for mercy, to leave Hove Beach and to keep it a secret that Nico tricked Vlad and didn't kill Ivan for him. We know that he did all that because we can later meet him in Alderney in one of the random encounters. Another time, we can see what happens if we don't listen to Francis and kill the gangster Clarence. That last one will turn out to be a bad call because he'll later creep up on Nico in Harlem and will want to whack him. So to put it short, it's an important argument reinforcing the thesis that GTA 4 is a game one should play at least 2 or 3 times. Second thing, GTA 4 is the same universe as GTA 6. For the record, it's important because from the perspective of the HD universe, the 3D universe events have not ever taken place. To be more precise, they do not have to align. El Burro from GTA 2 may be the same El Burro as in GTA 3, but it may just as well not be. So if you want to get to know the game better, understand it better, or simply to get excited over recognizing a reference to one of the previous titles, GTA 4 is absolutely mandatory, because little flavors like that will almost certainly await us in GTA 6. I know that this argument may not be considered a good one by a certain group of players, by those who don't care about the story and all those references. You know, I'm talking about those who launch up the game just to shoot, kill, or play on roleplay servers with their friend John. That was actually a fashionable choice, especially when it comes to the younger generation, who started their journey with the series with GTA 5. And now someone may ask, and so what, you square cringy old man? Well, nothing. All cool. I'm glad you play GTA. But just as I'm missing out on certain aspects because I don't play GTA Online or call your mother names on a roleplay server or something, the same way a person who skips the story, fun facts, or references is also missing out on stuff. That's why I'm suggesting a slight change of the approach. And I think a good first step towards it would be playing GTA 4. And if you're against that right now and you're not to be convinced, then just go play at least around 10 missions so you can avoid a situation like the one in GTA 5, where you see Nico or Roman on Life Invader and you have no idea who they are or why they're there. Continuing this thought, we have to mention certain GTA 4 characters who have a big chance of making an appearance in GTA 6. The clues are plenty. The most likely comeback is, of course, Mr. Bum with the diamonds, who announced in GTA 4 that he plans to invest the money from the sale of the costly stones into opening a shop in Vice City, which is supposed to be a hybrid because it's supposed to be a gun shop and a liquor shop in one. For me, it sounds like a perfect place for a guy who wants to kill his mother-in-law but has no courage to do it. Then he can go to such a shop and buy himself a gun and a bottle of vodka, or 5 of them, for courage. But yeah, whatever. In any case, it's hard to imagine that Rockstar would forget about it, especially that the subject of the homeless man was at some point very popular. So it's worth checking out GTA 4 and its episodes to know more in detail what went down. How did the diamonds get into his hands? And what was happening to them prior to that? There's also a decent chance for Michelle and Bernard of United Liberty Paper, who made an appearance in GTA 4, GTA 5, and in GTA Online. In the case of these two, we're beginning to be a witness of a tendency in the series. Additionally, Michelle or Bernard are government agents. They represent forces which are a must-have in a Rockstar script. The list doesn't end there. Going further, another solid candidate is Hossan Ramsey, who had some business in Vice City. There's also Little Jacob, who is a Jamaican through and through and who definitely feel at home in Vice City, as Florida is home to the second biggest population of Jamaicans in the entire United States. There are many more examples. There's a lot to pick from. There's even a video on my channel going in detail on all those characters. What's certain is that it's good to be familiar with all those characters. Who knows, perhaps it will make some of our choices easier, which could appear in GTA 6. The choices on whom we'll work with or whom to trust. You know, when Packy appeared in GTA 5, with whom we robbed a bank in GTA 4, it was immediately obvious to us that the guy has balls of steel and that he's worth picking for a job. Exactly. That shows that it's good to know those characters. To have that in the back of your head, your heist drinking vodka at the Jerkois together, or when you were shooting up some suspicious Asians who were selling erection pills for old geezers digested by American capitalism, who don't get no action in their pants even upon seeing candy sucks. On top of that, now is absolutely the best moment to return to GTA 4, looking at how this game looks and works now. The modders recently did something with the game, for which they should have been awarded at least a 4-month valid pass into pole position with unlimited entries and free booze in the bar. It's a really important aspect to talk about. Many associate GTA 4 with unbearable lags, poor optimization, and a lot of bugs. Even such which made it possible to complete the game, like the infamous glitch at the end of the game, due to which many gave up and never managed to enter the helicopter which you were supposed to fly to trigger the last act of the story. Over the years, the game did not improve. The game often ran like trash, even with modern graphics cards. So what that sometimes you'd get 150 or 200 FPS? When you were entering Algonquin via the bridge connecting that part of the city with Dukes and Charge Island, boom, a drop to 30 FPS, which was very irritating. Those kinds of things effectively discouraged from playing the game, because no one wanted to bother with finding fixes or solutions for FPS, then other bugs, and then on yet something else. And now, all it takes is to download one patch called Fusion Fix. which comes packaged into an installer, so the installation couldn't get much simpler. A few clicks and you're all set. The game begins to look like a complete masterpiece. The list of fixes is colossal. There's no point talking about it in detail, because the video would get 5 hours long. However, we have to say something. First, Z-fighting, so flashing textures visible especially while flying a helicopter. The original color curve from the consoles was also restored. Objects which disappear or turn into LODs do it smoothly as we get further from them with Fusion Fix. They don't just despawn like in the original. Many lights present on the console were disabled on PC. Fusion Fix restores them all. Raindrops render correctly. They're not black like in the base game. The sun produces shafts now. It doesn't just exist as in the vanilla. Cutscenes don't zoom in or shake anymore on higher frame rates, which was one of the more irritating bugs. A beautiful volumetric fog was added. Car reflections were improved. Shadows were fixed, which tended to be a nightmare in the original as they sometimes ruined the entire look of the game. Then we've got the bloom effect, which diametrically changed how the game looks, with Rotterdam Tower being the best example, and dozens upon dozens of other things which improve the game experience. Seriously, in terms of gameplay and joy from playing, GTA 4 became my favorite part of the series. Fusion Fix also has a pretty decent winter mod built in. We're in wintertime, so many of you probably enrich your games with that kind of mods, myself included. By installing Fusion Fix, all it takes is typing in the number 766-555-0100, and the winter automatically activates in Liberty City. On the other hand, if you type 266-555-0100, Liberty City takes on a Halloween aura. That's of course a compromise for the lazy ones. By not doing anything, you get something really proper. Though sure, there are a couple of flaws. Instead of the sound of snow driving on it or the sound of snow falling, we still get the sound of rain. The vehicles also handle like during rain, and the trees still got leaves. There's also no Christmas decorations, so sure, if you want a fully fledged proper winter mod, Fusion Fix will not do. You have to look for something better. When I look at how rarely GTA 4's DLCs are played, it makes me sad because it unfortunately shows that people generally don't like them too much. It's obvious once you look at the sales. The DLCs sold 3 million copies, while the number is as big as 25 mil in the case of the base game. So you could say that GTA 4 sold over 8 times better than the DLCs. Why is that a horrible result? That becomes clear upon looking at GTA Vice City and Vice City Stories. Vice City, the amount of copies sold is 17.5 million. Vice City Stories is 4.5 million. Here, Vice City sold only 4 times better. And then we've got the fact that Vice City Stories didn't even release on PC, as it was in the case of the DLCs for GTA 4. It's a good thing that Johnny Klevitz also made a short cameo on a mission for Elisabetta in the base game, cause otherwise not many players would know whose brain Trevor was running around with in the mission Mr. Phillips. Now, when you buy GTA 4, you get the complete edition, which contains the DLCs. And it's my quiet hope that the people who buy it to play GTA 4 won't blindly go past the DLCs, and will play them too. The DLCs are in no way done unthoroughly. They complete Niko Bellic's story very well. Additionally, Rockstar left really cool teasers in GTA 4 on the upcoming DLC. Many things may be noticed while playing missions for Playboy, who mentions Yusuf, or talks about 2 rival motorcycle gangs who don't mess around.
He's doing all type of crazy shit. Blowing stuff up. Them boys, the Lost, they in some heavy type of gang war is what I heard. Crazy white boy shit.
A great thing which hints that something's coming is the mission Out of the Closet. We kill a guy in it who owes Brucey money. During the conversation, he tells us about Gay Tony, a king of parties who runs 2 clubs in the city, Hercules and Maisonette 9. If we search the map, such clubs don't exist. So for French Tom's history to be fulfilled, the developers had to do something about it in the future. And what's a better way of adding in-game locations as through a story DLC? Those who connect the dots well will certainly spot it. And let's remember that supplementing a story works in both ways. Remember Soboho, whom Niko could date in GTA 4 through a dating website? We didn't really know too much about her. All we had was what was said on the internet, what we heard from her, and that she enjoys dancing at Elisabetta's parties. And while playing the ballad, we may find out this.
You getting any Toto yourself at the moment?
Haha, sure am. Nice little girl by the name of Carmen Ortiz. Lives out in Sobo.
Ortiz? Shit. How come I know that name? She a nurse?
Yeah, you know her?
Shit, yeah.
We had this thing about a year ago. She's kinda nasty, bro.
Shit, sorry, eh? Yo, man, that don't mean nothing. What do you know about women anyway? Carmen's sweet. Yo, hey, I'm not sure about that. What do you mean? I fucked her too, bro. You pretty nasty.
Damn. You too, Ricky? Fuck.
Who hasn't had this piece of ass? I had to cut that girl loose, bro. You're lucky I did. Otherwise, you wouldn't be getting shit right now.
So yeah, playing DLCs is also a must, especially that both capture the atmospheres of their stories extremely well. The ballad gives us a party theme, while the story of The Lost perfectly captures the atmosphere of an illegal motorcycle gang member. Immersion guaranteed. Those were the most important things in my opinion, but there's still about a dozen more. One of them is the price, which is something around $8. If you haven't got a PC and you only have a spare $200 in your purse, you can still play GTA 4, cause you'll cop yourself an Xbox for $40. Just pick carefully to not buy an antique. Then $8 for a boxed release, and you'll still have a few bucks left for chips and soda. And you'll take out some fancy items out of that box you've just got. You can examine it, caress it, whatever you like. One thing's certain, it will put a smile on your face. You got my word. And then it's also the nostalgia reason. I complete various GTA parts a few times a year, so I know a thing or two about it. It's cool to see the hopeless face of Roman. It's cool to yet again free him from the kidnappers. It's cool to look at how Brucey rambles something about his sexuality again. It's cool to watch how he passionately shares that he injected something into his ass for his biceps to grow. Just as cool is to bring Manny's and his cameraman's corpse to some suspicious doctor in Dukes who'll sell their organs. Nah, chill, just kidding with that last one. And then at the end, it's cool to go hang out with Jacob or Roman and play a bowling game. And once you've done everything possible, you've still got a nice multiplayer mode. True, the official support is long gone, but the community obviously managed to restore it. All it takes is just a quick search in the internet for some tutorial, and GTA 4 Online awaits for you. There's many modes: death matches, car thefts, eliminating targets, and other GTA wannabe kinds of quests oriented around competition or cooperation between players. Thanks for today, thanks to the supporters, and see you soon.